Welcome to our 13th episode of Performance Cafe. I'm really glad you could join me today. Feeling really positive about the fact that we're on day 13 of 21. Tomorrow we clear the first 2 weeks, which is just absolutely wonderful. And I'm starting to see feedback and comments and that kind of stuff coming through, which I really appreciate. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, today I would like to talk about the impact of, where we are with COVID and uncertainty when we look at goal setting. The thought came to me actually over Women's Day weekend when I was walking with my dog, and we were walking up a little hill, and it was a lot of it was very rocky and loose underfoot, and it was it was quite a hill to climb out. I'm not that fit. And all that I did was I simply took my peak of my cap, pulled it over, and I literally focused a foot or two ahead of me. And I put my head down and I just did it until I got to the top. I didn't stop, got to the top, was exhausted, saw someone's life flash before my eyes, not sure whose it was. The photos were really good. And I thought to myself, that's kind of what we need right now with COVID, is that a lot of people are concerned about making big decisions right now. And, our concept of a long-term strategy for the next 5 years and stuff like that we're used to in business, especially larger businesses, is maybe not that useful right now. And for me, what came so naturally was to pull that cap down and focus on that which I could control, and wait to get past the rough stuff before I look up too far to see what's coming ahead. I wouldn't say we should do this every day, right? We can't live in a myopic world. We can't focus too close to ourselves. We do have to keep ahead of what trends are there. Where's the world going to? What's going to happen with lockdown? What's going to happen with COVID? What's going to happen in our industries? But I think that what happens is that it's very scary when there's something happening. It's totally out of your control, and you just don't know where to turn. And so that is why I wanted to share the story of my cap with you, because sometimes it's easier to navigate from a position of certainty over a shorter period of time and then stretch it out. So the reason for doing this is logical. Firstly, if I had looked up and seen how high that hill was, I might have become demotivated. It was hot, I was tired, not that fit, everything was counting against me. But what I did was I brought it down to something that I can control. And then I made a plan to just get through the next few steps, the next few steps, the next few steps. The reason why this works so well is because as I was walking, I gained confidence. I started understanding, which rocks were more likely to be loose, where there were places where I could actually circumvent the rocks or the rocky bits that were loose and could cause trouble. I also found a patch at one point where I could just go around, and instead of walking on the path, I did do what we would call a bit of bunderbashing. I just hiked through the veld, but I just nipped off a piece of the trail. And all of these things I could do because by just shortening my focus, I actually could feel that I could control, which gave me courage, which gave me self-confidence to take on things that are slightly more tough. And what's really interesting is the shift of, I'm on this stuff, it's loose, I don't know what's going to happen, to, I scaled it, I finished it all, I got out on top, and no matter how much loose stuff there was underneath my feet and how difficult it was, at least I got to the top, and I'm a champion. And the moment that I feel like a champion, I can take on even more things with less certainty and more complexity. So ironically, right now, scaling back and finding more easily achievable goals builds the confidence in order to be able to face some of the things we can't control that will have a longer term effect on us. And I wanted to share that with you because I think both for ourselves as leaders and for people in teams right now, there's a lot of uncertainty. And I was hoping that this little insight would help you build the self-esteem and the confidence of yourself and your team, and also start setting you up for success for more difficult conversations, for situations that aren't as easily controlled. But what we do need to do is just get that ground under our feet again and just find some of our balance, because it has been a tough couple of months. Thanks again for letting me share my thoughts with you. If you like these vlogs and you'd like me to continue with them, if you're watching them from the YouTube channels, please like and subscribe. If you are watching it from Facebook or from LinkedIn, please like and share, and please comment. I'm really interested to see what everyone has to say about these and if there are any topics that you'd like me to cover. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for another episode of the Performance Cafe.